Yo, sports world. What's going on? Usually I make relationship videos, but I'm back with the part 2 of this shit, man. Of how the man of sin must be revealed, and how in the last days the truth will be lies and the lies will be considered as truth. The truth will be considered as lies and the lies will be considered as truth. And one of the truths is your sports and entertainment are scripted. I don't know why y'all don't get this. I don't know why y'all don't understand this. I don't know why y'all can't believe this. But anytime money is involved in something, especially when a lot of money is involved in something, why does it make y'all feel like you just can't absolutely believe that this shit is scripted? Like, I don't understand this. I'm dead serious. I don't understand. Like, people act like, well, I can't believe this. What you mean you can't believe it? It's too much money on the line, dog. I told y'all from day one, man. I thought it was going to be Brady and Belichick. You know what I mean? I was wrong on that. But last night I made a video on why I think the Rams will win. And it's because, to me, because you got to think about it. The NFL is a product. You know what I mean? They got to sell their product, right? They got to keep you interested in that product. You know, it's too many things going on with the Rams versus the Bengals. What do the Bengals got going on right now? Okay, Joe Burrow, he's the next Brady. That's it. That's it. That's the only storyline going on with the Bengals. But with the Rams, you got LA for one. They're in LA, right? But we ain't going to use that one. But they are in LA, right? Also, they have 2 teams in LA, right? So that's more money that can be generated by that area versus little ass Cincinnati, right? What do you mean by this? I mean, like, if they win the Super Bowl, no matter if you're a Chargers fan or a fucking Rams fan, you're going to be all in. The whole atmosphere, the whole area, everybody's football happy. You know what I'm saying? Everybody going to buy merchandise and shit. There's more money in that pot than the Cincinnati pot. Why do you think, like, okay, should we make this the face or should we make that the face? Kind of like, should we make black quarterbacks the face or the white quarterbacks the face? It's obvious what they're going to do. They might actually want to make black quarterbacks the face, but it's a bad idea because as soon as Cam Newton gets in the Super Bowl, he's the N-word and people don't want to watch football anymore. And Colin Kaepernick, I'm done with football, and all this crazy shit. They can't lose that audience. They can't lose that audience. A lot of people say the NFL is racist, but I to a certain extent, you're probably right because the owners probably had slaves and shit like that. But it's more of a marketing tool. It's more of them not being able to market that black quarterback like they can the white one. If they could, they don't give a fuck. Even if they was racist, they're going to put that black face out there just like the NBA, just like your NBA. Because if it was racism, then you would see all white guys in the NBA. But they can't do that because it doesn't market as well in the NBA. You want motherfuckers jumping around like Jordan and shit. You know what I mean? Not that white dudes can't do that, but the majority is the ones that's doing that is black guys, man. Let's be honest about it, right? But let's get back to the game. I had to throw that in there because that's marketing. It's important because it's all about a product. It's all about entertainment. It's not what y'all think, man. It's marketing. It's a fucking business. It's what it is. Basically, it's a fucking business. Just like Tyson Fury and Wilder. Let me get on that for a second because everybody want to act like boxing is so real and it's impossible that they could fake it. Why do I think Fury ended up beating Wilder? Why? All those times. Because you got to remember, wasn't Wilder... it's funny how Wilder was knocking everybody out, supposedly, right? And then when he signed that contract, then that's when everything shifted. Remember the speech that Wilder gave till this day when he was talking about basically how, you know, people get blackballed by the so-called man or whatever? Why did Wilder just come out with that after he signed the contract? Why is he talking about till this day we still struggling as people? Why would he do this? I can only think of one thing. He probably was told that he has to lose to Fury. And Fury has a $100 million contract. You won't see Tyson Fury lose until probably his last the last bit of his contract, like the last fight. And the same thing with Canelo. And how will they lose? They'll pass the torch to the next hot product, man. It's all about marketing and product, man. And the Rams is a better marketing tool than the Bengals, man. And it's not necessarily that it's Ohio, because you got the Buckeyes. They're always in it. Why are the Buckeyes always in it every year? Even though they don't deserve it half the fucking time. Why are they ranked so high and all this stuff? Because it's a big-ass marketing school, man. It's all about money. The Buckeyes bring money. The Bengals don't bring the type of money that to the NFL that the Buckeyes bring to the college football league. Plain and simple, man. So when you look at the game itself, let me get back to something. I skipped something. The Bengals only have Burrow, right? Basically, maybe Chase to a certain extent, right? But the Rams got Von Miller. They got Odell Beckham, right? And Odell Beckham's having a baby. That's more storylines for Skip Bayless and all them to talk about. You got to have your storylines. You can't just play the football game and then that's it. People will lose interest. There's got to be something. Such and such hit somebody. Did you see Cam Newton sleeping with somebody's wife or something? It's got to be something. It's got to be chaos. Basically, if you're a woman watching this video right now, it's a male soap opera. You know how soap operas are? You wonder what's happening next. Such and such cheated on what's his name, or she murdered her boyfriend or whatever. That's how football is. Every week it's a news story about somebody. Tom Brady did this, he threw that, and all that bullshit, man. It's all entertainment, man. But you can't tell people this, especially grown-ass men. They locked in like a motherfucker. Got women at home and everything, and worried about some fake-ass football game. Don't tell them it's fake, because these motherfuckers will lose their minds. They can't believe that motherfuckers making millions of dollars. There's no way this shit's fake. And when I say fake, I mean scripted. I mean scripted. Not necessarily like he didn't catch the ball, right? Not necessarily that he didn't jump up and dunk the ball. Scripted, meaning what? Meaning the outcome is already predetermined. Just like wrestling, Stone Cold Steve Austin really hurt his neck. You know what I mean? He really hurt his neck and broke his neck. But that wasn't supposed to happen. And it's already scripted out, man. So in other words, like they like to throw in there, like they like to throw in the shit like, oh, they didn't call that play, man. Why didn't they call that play? They got to throw that in there to make it look real. They can't just script it out and not have drama, suspense, and shit like that, because you guys would not believe. You would think, you would know, like, wait a minute, this is too obvious. This does look fake. This does look fake. So to all y'all people who say, oh, they didn't call the flag on the Bengals, or they didn't call the play on this or that, all that's by design, man. The difference between rigged and scripting, rigged would be like, we got to make the refs make this team lose the game. So let me ask y'all something. You really think that they're going to risk billions of dollars and, okay, refs, just don't let this happen? Nah, fuck that. Why would they do that? They're not even going to risk that. They're going to make sure the outcome is already known. You guys are losing. You guys are losing this game. Point blank, period. You're not winning this game, dog. And the so-called Simpsons basically lied to y'all. 3-point loss, but by the other team. They did the same thing with the 49ers, man. So the difference between scripted and rigging. Rigging would be like, I got refs here. The players are really playing, but I got refs here that call bad calls and all this bullshit. You know, scripting is like, we know who's going to win this game, and we're not going to let that not happen. Just like when that Rams player and the Saints, when that was a pass interference, you know, they could have easily called that. They know that was pass interference, but they wanted the Rams to go to the Super Bowl for whatever reason. I don't know. I can't tell you why they want this team here and why they want that team there, but I do know this: when it comes to the Rams in Los Angeles and the Bengals, the market is bigger with LA, obviously. You got two teams there. Two teams. So the whole city of LA, even though I don't like the Chargers, I'm rocking with the fucking the Rams too. That's more merchandise sale. Just like I'm a 49ers fan, but I still rock with the Bengals. I still support the Bengals and the Browns. Because I'm from Ohio. So you think that the people from LA ain't going to support the Rams? It's not real, dog. It's obvious, man. I've done this research so much on how or if the NFL is real or not. And the NFL is so much easier to predict than the so-called basketball, even though the basketball You know, supposedly they got like magnets in the rim and in the ball. And with all the technology, would y'all really even doubt that they couldn't think of something like that? Like they can't create a fucking magnet in the ball? I know the kickers be missing kicks on purpose, because that Bears kicker that missed them 4 kicks against the Packers, 2 years ago? This motherfucker was hitting that light pole, like that light pole right there, or I don't know if y'all see one behind me, but this dude was curving the ball, hitting the light pole every time. On point, every time. On his own time, kicking the ball. So y'all trying to tell me that same motherfucker that could kick a ball and hit the light pole every time, he missed 4 field goals in the game? And it's funny how Vegas always covers their spread too, huh? Or is that another coincidence? Then you got Dwight Smith, Super Bowl MVP, telling you that the game is not decided on the field. You can share this link over and over and over, and people, grown-ass men, will still ignore it like it's not true. He played. He is a Super Bowl MVP and telling you it's rigged. Or he's telling you that it's scripted. And y'all know, oh, no, that's not true. It is, man. It is fucking true, man. It is. And I was still saying this even when my 49ers won the game against the so-called Cowboys and the Packers. I still was saying it was rigged. I always been saying this shit is rigged because it is. It's entertainment. It's not rigged. My bad. Scripted. Rigged would be it's real, but they got certain refs and shit to call plays. They don't need all that. That's only there to make it look real. You got to make it look real. Like, man, they didn't call that play, you know, but they already knew the outcome. So if, in other words, like the Buckeyes versus Alabama, when there was a pass interference call and they didn't call it on the Buckeyes. Why? Because they already knew that they needed the Buckeyes to win. Rigged would be some shit like they didn't call it because they wanted the Buckeyes. You get what I'm saying? Same thing, but scripted is already predetermined. Rigged is like I had to force somebody to do it. They don't have to force shit. It's already predetermined, man. And I hate to say it, but it might not be good for the Bengals, man. Because if it's scripted, they probably won't be back for a long time. They'll be good. They'll be in the mix because of entertainment and merchandise value, and they got Joe Burrow and Chase and all that. But to go back to the Super Bowl, I'm telling you, I don't see it. I'm telling you, I don't even know how they got there this time, to be honest with you. I don't know why the elite let them put them in there this time. But it's not what y'all think, man. So get out your feelings. You know what I mean? Don't get mad because they didn't let the Bengals win. I told y'all. I'd be shocked if they let the Bengals win. It don't even sound right. It was hard to believe. Like, yeah, right. They gonna let the Bengals win? When they do this? When did the so-called NFL let Ohio teams be good and win Super Bowls and shit? Don't happen. Even though we are the fathers of that shit. We are the fathers of the fucking NFL. Ohio. But yet we never win shit. I don't understand. I don't understand it at all. You got Cooper Kupp. This is one thing that y'all can say what y'all want. But how the fuck does Cooper Kupp, and on that last drive, play after play, every play, it was 5 plays straight to him. Do you really believe in reality? I'm going to keep letting this guy catch the ball. I'm not going to double team him or nothing. And he won the MVP. That's why. 5 plays straight passes. And what did Chris Collinsworth and them say? It'd be a good time to get the ball to Kupp. It's funny how they say shit and then the shit happens. Listen to the commentators, man, because they tell you the script. Because they know the script. Y'all think it's some bullshit, man. Them commentators know the fucking script. He ain't missed a field goal all year, man. This would be a bad time to miss it. The motherfucker missed a field goal. It's ridiculous, man. It's fucked up. And the reason why I make so much emphasis on this shit, because people really are in their feelings. Motherfucker might have committed suicide last night, man, over this bullshit, man. This fake ass shit, man. People then threw their fucking TVs out, threw their rent money away and shit, betting on games and shit. That's already predetermined. I knew they was gassing Burrow up for some reason. Even though Burrow's a good quarterback and shit, I knew they was gassing him up like he's the next Brady and all that. Put that in your mind. Oh, the next Brady, that means he's going to win the Super Bowl, huh? It's bullshit, man. Straight bullshit, man. Ain't no way Cooper Kupp wide open 5 plays straight. Ain't no way, dog. Not even in Madden. I could go home right now and turn on a video game and try to duplicate that, and it probably won't happen. It's not going to happen, y'all. 5 plays straight all the way down the field. He wide open? Come on, man. It's scripted. It's scripted, man. Scripted means they basic. I don't know if when they practice they doing this shit or what. I don't know. But I know for sure the outcome is scripted. Maybe sometimes I think they let them play out. They let it play out. But then when it gets off script, that's when you see dumbass plays and wide open touchdowns and shit like that, if that makes sense. Like if we let it play out, it'll look real. But anytime it gets off the script of what we need for Vegas and to cover the spread and shit, then we're going to step in. We're going to make some dumbass shit happen. A fumble or some dumb shit. Anything. Pass interference call. Anything. They got control over the game no matter what. There's too many ways to do it. It's not real, man. It's sad, man. It really is, man. And then you got people who do geometry, and they break down a lot of that shit, and I guess all those numbers they coming up with is coincidences, huh? Like Cam Newton 50, Super Bowl 50. Black Panthers 50. Huey Newton, Cam Newton. Black Panther halftime show. Carolina Black Panthers. The White Horse. The Broncos. Once I seen that shit, I was like, oh yeah, this is bullshit. And then the ref for that game was at the party with a Broncos jersey on, man. Go Google Super Bowl 50 rigged. Go Google that. I challenge y'all to do that. That's what really got my attention. Like, damn. Not only that, another thing, and I don't want to sound racist or nothing, because I don't want y'all to take it that way. But I knew, like, wait a minute. The black quarterbacks are pretty damn good in college. You know, Jamarcus Russell can stand on one knee and throw the ball 80 yards. Why the fuck that they ever do good in the NFL? I thought this way back in 2001. It always bothered my spirit. Like, this don't seem right. And my favorite quarterback is Joe Montana. My favorite player ever is Joe Montana. He's not black, so you can't say that. But it always bothered me. Like, not bother me, but it always, in my spirit, it made it question, like, this don't seem right. They never win a Super Bowl. Something got to be wrong with this. It's got to be something. You know what I mean? And then ever since then, I started doing research. Actually, I didn't start ever since then, but I would say probably 5 years ago I started doing research, but that was about almost 20 years ago. But what I'm saying by that is, I'm not saying that Tom Brady wouldn't be good and all these other guys. Of course, they're professionals. That's why they could fuck up on purpose, because they're so good at what they can do. They can literally throw the ball close to the receiver, but I'm just going to throw it a little bit off so he can't get it. That's how good they are. So I'm not saying that they wouldn't be good, right? But I am saying the way that the NFL portrays the black quarterback, he would be better. There would be more better black quarterbacks. But the reason why you don't see that is because the marketing. That's all it is. They can't market that. They can market them as receivers and shit like that. But that quarterback position, it's always been a problem. It's always. Even the so-called Doug Williams got death threats when he won the Super Bowl. The only real full black quarterback that won the Super Bowl. The rest are more like mixed, and the crowd can accept that. You remember, it's a marketing thing. You know what I mean? Russell Wilson and Patrick Mahomes is not fucking Michael Vick, dog, or Cam Newton. He's not. They're not. They are not. That is. They can be accepted more by the other crowd of people who might be somewhat racist or somewhat at ease, or not so much at ease as with the they might not have a lot of black friends or whatever, is what I'm trying to say. You know what I mean? AKA Cam Newton, that end better not be in the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? Shit like that. It's all about marketing, man. At the end of the day, it's all about marketing. And it's always going to be about money, man. Let Caesar have what's Caesar's. That's what the Bible say. And it's funny on that commercial with Peyton Manning and them, and then that black dude where he's like, we're Caesars, the Mannings and all that. Yeah, they are Caesars. You're so-called Illuminati. That's what the fuck they are. I hate to say it, man. That's what they are, man. You sign that contract, you basically sign with the Baphomet, man. And then Cup, what did Cup do? He bowed down to the Baphomet, man. I don't care what y'all say. That's funny how they all do that. They all do that when they win the MVP and shit, bowing down to the damn Baphomet, that fucking goat, man. Remember, anybody who worshiped the image of the beast. That's why I'm glad I'm not rich, man. Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. Anybody who worshiped the beast or his likeness, that fucking goat with the little kids surrounded by him and shit with 2 private parts and shit. Y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about. That fucking goat, man. Fuck that shit. Everybody want to be the goat. Fuck that goat shit. For real, man. But anyways, man, the shit is entertainment, man. Just take it for entertainment, man. Stop putting your heart in this shit. You could go to the games and shit. I will. I'm still gonna go to games. But my heart's not in it. I know what it is, man. I seen, man, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. When I was at a Buckeyes game, this dude had a wide open lane to run to the fucking end zone. For some reason, he ran out of bounds or some shit. There was nobody near him at all. It was a Buckeyes game. So I'm thinking even college they doing this shit, not just in the pros. Because guess what? What do the pros and the college have in common? Betting and money. See your little sons and shit in high school and shit, there's no money betting yet. Once that money gets involved, hey, somebody got to lose and somebody got to win, and we not losing $1 billion because we want to please some guy on a couch who eating potato chips and drinking a beer. And that's another reason why a lot of these men cannot see that it's fake, because they drunk. When I used to drink and smoke, I couldn't see it either. But now that I'm sober, I can see a lot of the bullshit, man. Falling down. A lot of these running backs and shit fall down. Like right before the first down and shit. It's like, man, you just fell. Nobody was even touching you. You're 250 pounds. And you're strong as a fucking ox and shit during training, but you just fall on the ground? I don't buy that shit, man. It don't make no sense. And I honestly think that's why Cam's not the same. I feel like Cam probably found out once he got to the Super Bowl. I don't know. But I know Cam's not the same. He don't even try now. Like, fuck it. I just give him my money. I don't give a fuck. Because he knows that no matter how hard, I think Luke Kuechly, y'all remember him? The white dude, Luke Kuechly, that motherfucker was a beast. But I think he quit. I think him and fucking, what's the Colts dude that had to throw that interception? It was blatant as fuck. Andrew Luck. After that, he's like, shit, I'm gone too. And he young as hell. Andrew Luck was only like 28 in his prime, man. Go back and Google that shit. Andrew Luck rig game, playoff game. He threw it blatantly to him, man. Blatantly. Shit faked, man. It's fixed. It's fixed, man. I don't know no other way to tell y'all this shit. I didn't think Lamar Jackson was hurt. That's another thing that looks suspicious. It didn't even look like he really got hurt. I don't believe none of it. I think it's all entertainment. Now, do some people get hurt sometimes? For real? Yeah. Just like in wrestling, though. You know, that's an argument that a lot of men like to use. Well, if it's real, then explain the hurt, somebody getting hurt. Well, wrestling's not real. Don't they get hurt? Didn't Stone Cold Steve Austin break his neck? You know what I'm saying? What the fuck you mean? People can get hurt. And I do believe they fake injuries too. And sometimes when a lot of people have money on the on that shit where you bet against it's some type of league where you bet money on how good a player will do or something, and then that player just don't show up and shit. Motherfucker just didn't play football that day. You know what I'm saying? So there's different ways of getting money than just this team won and this team lost. It's all kind of ways. Vegas is ever since Vegas in 2001, football has been fishy, man. Real fishy. It's entertainment, man. That's all it is. Basketball, same thing. Same thing in basketball, no different. Like the Wilder Fury thing. I see Fury and Wilder basically hugged up, kind of like their face to face. Like they could just whisper, all right, knock me out now. Then he get knocked out. Like literally, man. It looked like they literally was basically just head to face, man. Come on, man. Shit's bullshit, man. I feel like we the Truman Show and shit. Everything a lie damn near. I don't know about y'all, but I think almost everything we know and see and have been taught is basically a big ass illusion, man. But anyways, I'm gonna let y'all go because I know that a lot of y'all still not gonna believe this shit. No matter if an NFL player who won the Super Bowl come out and tell you that is decided when Vegas makes that call, y'all still not gonna believe it. Because the majority of people don't believe it. And the majority of people go with the majority of people. They don't want to be the outcast that actually analyzes and do their own research to find out what's real and what's not. So it ain't going to change nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's not my problem. All I know is if I ever have kids, I'm going to expose all this shit. I'm going to expose how some of these cop killings are fake and they're just put there to make people be racist towards each other and keep separated so they can keep controlling us. That's what racism is all about. Because the elite, they got all races of people in it. The so-called Illuminati, they got all the races in it. They all consider themselves brothers. But they want y'all to fight against each other, man. You know, that's why, a so-called black dude got killed by the white cop and the blood fake and all type of shit, man. But motherfuckers don't do their research. They just see it and they just, oh shit, the cop killed the black dude again. Some of that shit is not real, man. Some of that shit is not real, but nobody want to do their research on it. So, you know what I mean? Trayvon Martin, dad of Mason. Nobody want to do research on that though. Then when you say it, you wrong. You know what I mean? Nipsey Hussle bleeding from his chest, but the white glove ain't got a spot of blood on it. But, I guess I'm just tripping, right? You're doing CPR on my fucking chest, it's bleeding like a motherfucker, in white gloves, and you don't got a spot on you. It makes no sense. Not a drop of blood on the ground when Tupac got shot, not one drop. Can't tell nobody this, though, because if you do, you're tripping, man. Okay, man, I ain't got time for it, man. I just know that I'm going to keep asking God to show me the truth about things, and I'll be all right. You know what I mean? Because as long as, like God says, the truth sets us free. The lies is what bounds us. Just like the lie of, oh man, they killed the black guy. But if let me do some research first before. Maybe this is the elite putting that out there, that this cop killed a black guy. Let me do my research first. But if I don't know the truth that they even actually do this shit, sometimes I'm just gonna be mad and upset and all this. And even if you're not black, it could make you feel like you're entitled. You know what I mean? Or it could cause you to argue with other people and shit like that. I'll say this about the news. I'll tell y'all this about the news, what I figured out, kinda. What I think I figured out anyway. Like, let's say a cop, I'm in Fairborn right now, right? Let's say a cop kills somebody in Fairborn, racially, whatever, who cares? It don't matter. People in California ain't gonna hear about that. So why do we only hear about certain things? You see, you get what I'm saying? Do y'all get what I'm saying? Because a cop then kills somebody every day somewhere. Somebody, got killed by a cop, right? Somebody. How come we didn't hear about it last night? Last night, somebody got killed by a cop. Or a cop got killed by somebody. How come we didn't hear about it? Why do we only hear about certain things? Why is Sandy Hook in the fucking Batman movie? Why is Lil Wayne making a video about the people in the theater before it happens? And then it's got the 13 skeletons. And then 13 people die or whatever the case may be. Why is that? Why would Lil Wayne put that out there? Nobody sees this shit. And that's another thing. A lot of these music videos got shit in it that y'all don't even understand. Like, Drop the World on his fucking head. Lil Wayne and Eminem is telling you basically that they sold and shit. Go back and Google that one. The woman breaks that shit down perfectly. Ain't nobody trying to hear it though. They don't want to accept it. And I'm a fan of both of those guys, but that don't mean they didn't sell out. That don't mean they didn't sell their soul. That don't mean they didn't sell out. That don't mean they're not a part of the Illuminati. That don't mean some of these athletes aren't. Another one that I hate to touch on because it irks my feelings. But Kobe Bryant died in a helicopter, and then he dies in a helicopter. The cartoon says Kobe Bryant's going to die in a helicopter. Sure enough, he died in a helicopter. How do they know this? Who told them this? Or is all this shit just a coincidence, man? I'm not buying that shit, man. Oh, I ain't even got on the Young Dolph yet. I'm gonna let that shit simmer in the skillet for a minute. You best believe that I'm not gonna think Young Dolph. Did I see Young Dolph in the casket? Nope. Okay, then time to do research. Let me let this shit simmer for a while. Anytime I don't see them in the fucking casket, I need your face. Cause you famous. You mean to tell me nobody clicked a fucking picture of a famous motherfucker in the casket? Why everybody that's famous, they casket closed? Why? Someone tell me why. And then they die on certain numbers and shit like that. Like Nipsey Hussle dying on the anniversary of ATL, his girlfriend's movie. Come on, man. Why? How many more coincidences do I gotta see before I say, hey, this is some bullshit, dog? Too many coincidences. Too many coincidences. They make the movie about the Rams, the underdog, and whoa, voila, these motherfuckers win the Super Bowl. Another coincidence, huh? Shit, bullshit, dog. That man of sin must be revealed, dog. That's the whole point, man. The man of sin must be revealed, man. Because if he's not revealed, he, meaning they, the elite, the Illuminati, whatever the fuck you want to call them, government, all the same. If they are not revealed, your kids will fall under the same bullshit we did, the same trance. It's our job to fucking seek out the truth so we can tell them the truth. So your kids can stop being slaves to their fucking kids, man. Because that's what it is. And I don't care what color you are. If you are not in the Illuminati bloodline and everything I'm saying in this video you don't know that it's the truth, then you're not a part of the Illuminati because you would know. Like he's telling the truth, but the world don't know. That's why the NFL puts the truth out there for y'all. And then just to see how many people are actually biting on it. Just like old girl, before the Super Bowl, she's telling y'all that it's scripted like Hollywood. Mary, who was that, man? I don't remember her name. I want to say Mary J. Blige, but I don't think it was her. Anyways, go look at my page. There's the video of it. She's telling you it's like fucking Hollywood. They put in Dwight Smith. Everybody, are they gonna kill Dwight Smith? Man, they probably put him there to tell the truth, to see how many people believe the truth. Holly Berry. If I put the truth, it's like a person that knows they cheated and shit. They kind of try to make a mockery of it. You know what I mean? Y'all ever notice that sometimes with a person? Like you thought something about them and then they kind of put it out there as a joke. You know what I mean? Knowing it's true, but they just put it out there as a joke to see if how you really feel about it. That's what they do with this shit. Is the NFL rigged? Come on, man. Like Skip Bayless and them. Is the NFL rigged? You know it's fucking rigged, Skip. You know it is, man. Stop bullshitting. You can't bullshit somebody who see the truth. But they're going to put that out there to deflect people, to make them think, nah, it's not rigged, man. See, they even put it out there and talked about it in the open. They ain't had nothing to hide. Basically, I don't have nothing to hide. That's basically what it is, man. And plus, it gives them an idea of who's actually woke and who's not. Like, oh, man, people still sleep. They still think this shit is real. Well, let's keep going on. Because if everybody started to wake up and say it was real, then they would, I don't know what they would do, but they would have to actually let it play out, or they would have to really watch themselves. They would really have to switch up how they doing shit or whatever. And they do that sometimes. Sometimes when people be like, oh yeah, Brady and Belichick going into the Super Bowl. And then if too many people start biting on that, they could flip it. Who's to say they can't? They can do whatever the fuck they want. They can do whatever they want. Oh, Madden died. The Raiders going to the Super Bowl. Now let's scratch that one. Honestly believe Tom Brady was supposed to win this one. For whatever reason, he wasn't allowed to. Something happened. The betting in Vegas could have been part of it. It don't always go as planned with them. But they're going to get their money for sure. Anyways, man, I think that's all I got to say about it. You know, you can even go on my channel and look at my videos that talk about scripted sports, and look how many people on there saying the same shit. Saying the same shit. Last year, I hit that shit on the head. I hit that shit on the head of who's going to win the Super Bowl. I thought they was going to give Cam one eventually. I guess not. I don't see that happening. But, you know, you knew Peyton was going to win that shit. It was his last game. It was his last game, man. You know they was going to give him that shit. I'm starting to think Aaron Rodgers is just like Drew Brees, though. Like, he's there for the because he's a good product, like to keep people interested in the NFL, but he's not going to get no more rings, if that makes sense. Like, he's just there to keep interest and ratings up and shit like that. And that's another thing. All these games come down to the last minute because they need you to watch the game to the end, because these channels and shit pay the NFL, and the advertising pays them channels. So they need you to watch to the end so you can see advertising. You get what I'm saying? Advertisers are not going to pay the fucking channels if their shit's not getting advertised. And then the channels are not going to pay the NFL if they're not getting paid from the advertisers. Come on, man. It's all about money, man. And then you got the betting. Let's not forget Vegas. Can't forget Vegas. I know this, though. As soon as Ohio makes it legal to bet, I'm going to learn that gematria shit and I'm going to start betting. Period. Fuck it. I'm trying to get paid. I'm going to get paid off these evil ass motherfuckers. Fuck it. They robbing everybody anyway. I suggest y'all do the same. Take some of the money back they done took from us. You know what I'm saying? Learn gematria. And then just bet on games. You might not win every one. You might not hit every one on the head. But more than likely, you're going to hit most of them on the head. You know what I mean? Because the numbers are going to add up. I'm out of here, y'all, man. Shit ain't real, man. Don't get butthurt over the shit. Just know it is what it is, man. It is what it fucking is, man. Ain't nothing you can do about it, you know. If you got a boyfriend at home and he's all stuck in this football shit, I don't know what to tell you, man. I mean, I tried to put it out there. Motherfuckers don't get it, man. They just don't get it. So, better them than me, though. I feel free. The truth sets you free, man. And it ain't just with sports. It's anything in life. It's anything in life. Anything they lie to us about. Anything. Not just sports. Anything.